Welcome. They call me Big Herc, and on this channel you will see basic motorcycle install videos, wind therapy, vlogging, just our motorcycle life, enjoying each other's company and meeting new people and going to new places. My adventurous side exploring life with my not so adventurous wife, but we enjoy doing things together and it's a match made in heaven. Good morning, everybody. It's your guy here. Good morning, everybody. It's your guy here, Herc. Another episode here on Big Herc 80. Today's episode, well, first of all, let me start off saying this. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous day. Temperature just about right. You can actually, if you wanted to, put on a little long sleeve or windbreaker. I'm hot natured, so I'm rocking just a button-down t-shirt or button-down Harley shirt. But on today's episode, actually, I'm riding with my son for the first time on the road. Been telling him I was going to do it. Our schedules aligned to where we can get out and ride, and just gonna see how he does. I told him he know where we're going. He's gonna take the lead. He's gonna take the lead. That way he can set the speed and everything like he wants to. And we're just gonna ride and enjoy this day. I'm going up to see some family, but then also we're gonna go and go back to the dealership where he bought the motorcycle. I want to see how he does, and then I don't think he's really been on any highways. And what I mean by highways, like my mom asked me early on, she said, is he ready? Do you think his skill level is to the point that he can get on highways? I said, well, that's a loaded question. I said, yes and no. She said, no, baby, that's just a simple yes or no. I said, no. And the reason I was saying that, okay, we got highways in our neighborhood or in our neck of the woods. 321, 411 highway. Yeah, it's a 4-lane highway, but it's still kind of not a major highway, not a major interstate. So I felt like he was good for that. Big house speed limits 50, 55. But if you get on Alcoa Highway, major interstate like I-40, what's the other one that goes? 75 goes north to south. I said I don't think he was ready for that, but he's been out practicing, really putting in the time. He's almost got 1,000 miles on it already to get his first service done. So he's really been riding, and that's what I told him. I said, to get good or to get better, you just gotta ride. That's the only way that you're going to build your confidence level. That's the only way you're going to get better. So, like this one, this is actually some river road. It's just a 2-lane road going through the country. It ain't going through the country, but going through the country. You can see him over there. But yeah, so we just gonna ride on this beautiful day. Like I said, our schedules aligned. I'm off, he was off, and we're just gonna have fun and be safe. And I told him, the thing about it is, when you have a newer rider, I always tell them, I said, you go with your pace. So either I let them take the lead when they know where we're going, or if they in a group, we try to put them in the middle. And what you do is they go at their pace. So some people sit there and try to keep up with the rider in front of them. That's where you get in trouble. Like I said, that's just my opinion. I'm no expert. I'm no rider safety guy as far as doing classes. But you see a lot of people that go out and they get these motorcycles and think, okay, I can ride a motorcycle, so they can shift gears, and they think they can go get on foothills or get on the dragon or get on any kind of road and keep up with somebody that's been riding for 5-10 years. Their pride and ego sometimes gets them in trouble, and pride and ego gets experienced riders in trouble. So I told them, I said, go at your pace, cruise, and I'll just be behind you. But he's been doing good because we've already went about 5 miles from the house. So he has been doing good. So I'm just, like a big thing, I'm glad he's just out riding and enjoying it. Now he sees what it's all about. And I want to say I've been on this road before with y'all, or took you on this road before, but it's just a river road. And it's just a nice 2-lane road. He has got his confidence level up a little bit to where now he's thinking about a headset. Now I rock the Sena, but right now I'm rocking the Sena 58S, I think it is. We had the Cardos packed out, and what happened a couple years ago, we was heading to Daytona, and I didn't put them in a suitcase. I just put them in a grocery bag and sit it in the center console. Well, my wife at the first stop, and not for sure, but we think this will happen. At the first stop, she was just cleaning out and getting stuff out of the truck. She grabbed a bag thinking it was trash, threw them away. We got to Daytona, started looking for them, and they was gone. So we switched over and got the Senas. And the one reason, really the main reason we switched over, everybody that we rode with has Senas. And with the Senas, they're so easy to mesh up. They are nice. The one thing that I had to do was actually get in the settings and play with the settings to where we like the audio and we like the way they perform. The Cardos, it was almost like plug and play. You put them in, you just clicked on what you wanted as far as if you wanted the voice and hand, whatever. It wasn't as many settings, so it was good to go. But yeah, we've been having the Senas now for a few years, and there we go, some haulage right there, and a sport bike, and a trike. But we've had the Senas now for a couple years. We do like them. He was asking me which one should he get. Of course, I said Sena to make it easier to mesh up. But I've been hearing good things about that new Cardo. I was told that new Cardo that's out, you can mesh up with anything. So I told him to do his own research and pick what fits him best. Now the sound quality I think is good on both of them. And when I'm talking on the cell phone or taking phone calls, I've never had a complaint from either headset on people that I was talking to. They were like, you on the motorcycle? They were like, oh, did you pull over? I'm like, no. Shoot, I've been rolling 50, 60, and they never noticed it. Build a new house. But yeah, like I was saying, right now it's 74 degrees, so today is one of those days. It's just a nice day to get out and ride. Now this is where I want to see how he does. We're about to go through a section they call it 13 curves. And I really don't think it has 13 curves. And it might start to where they start counting them here. I don't know. But anyway, this little section is called 13 curves. So I want to see how he does maneuvering through these curves right here. And this is why I wanted him to take the lead. because then he's gonna go at his speed. Me, I would maybe go through a little quicker than him. I don't know. Yeah, he's doing pretty good. The one thing I'll probably tell him once we stop is on these roads, he can just stay in the center. He ain't gotta be like trying to be staggered and be on one side. Man, well, I'm probably gonna come back in a few. I see a big on 18 wheeler up here. Well, it's a nice Ford. Yeah, big trucks. I will. We'll be back. Yeah, we halfway up here. Well, further than that really. We almost to our destination. But we was able to stop at a red light back there. He was asking me, he said, how am I doing? And actually I had to tell him he's doing good. There's a couple things, like I said earlier in the video, that I would not do, or I ain't gonna say not do. It was stuff I was telling him to maybe try to avoid. And one of them is staying so close to the car in front of you, because on a back road like this, if you're right up on them, they can clear something and you'll never see it, and then you run over it. If you run over something in the road, you easily can make you wreck, can go down, can make you catch a flat, I mean anything. So I try to avoid stuff, even if I'm in my car. I'll try to avoid running over anything. So other than that, I mean, he's doing good. Yeah. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little nervous going through the 13 curves with him, because I'm like, Lord, just watch him, protect him. But he went through fine. He slowed down. He went at his pace, and he's doing good. And our final destination, like I said, is really going to the dealership where he bought the motorcycle. They gave him a seat cowl to put on it. I ain't gonna lie, me and him neither one could figure it out. I actually think either there's a piece missing or it's not for his bike. It's the only thing that makes sense. Now, could get up there and be proven wrong. But yeah, we tried and tried, and there was nowhere to mount it and it be correctly put on. So that's one reason we are riding up to the dealership. As y'all can tell, we are up here on, well, I'm acting like y'all know where we're at. We're up here on 66, Highway 66 right now, heading to the dealership. And he has, I am pleased with how he's been riding. From to be a beginner rider, ain't had a motorcycle but a couple months, he's actually doing pretty good. Now, of course, there's always room for improvement. Just like with myself, I can always improve. I can always do something better. But he's actually doing pretty good. He's staying off of the cars ever since I gave him that little bit of advice. He's staying off the car in front of him. He's just cruising and enjoying it. think I thought about it on the way up here. Well, on our way to the dealership, and we ain't been able to stop since. But I am gonna give him some advice as far as if you're on the back road riding and you come up on a gravel driveway or gravel that's been washed out in the road, how to maneuver around it. Now, what I've done before is actually been on the road where the gravel have been washed out down in the road. And the thing about it is, if it ain't freshly, like, just been done in the last 5 minutes. But I've been on roads before, especially growing up in the country. You come around the curve. On those roads, when I know it's gravel driveways, I try to make sure I don't stay in the center. Because if you stay in the center, that's where all the gravel is still gonna be, because where the cars run, of course, the gravel usually will be gone. So that's just little stuff that I do. Now we're gonna see how he maneuvers through this intersection or crossing this highway. 3 lanes. It's warning you right there. 3 lanes. Traffic does not stop. Oh, shoot, we good. How'd you do?
How do you think I did?
That wasn't the question. How do you think you done?
I think I did good.
Yeah, you did. Cause I've been recording off and on, but you did. You done good. I was pleasantly surprised. So now we're gonna go back to our family's house because they wasn't home when we come through the first time. So I'm gonna end this video here. We just been riding and cruising, come up here. It's about 40 miles from the house as far as the route we took. He's doing real good on the motorcycle. He's taking his time, he listens, he takes advice well. But yeah, so I'm gonna get off here now. Thank you to everybody that tuned in. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.